everybody. I just ran back over here and sat down. Good morning. It's time for Coffee and Crochet with Sara, and I'm so glad you're all here. We have a lot to talk about today, a lot to do, and so I want to just hit the ball running, and as I say, buckle up, Buttercup. We got a lot to do. Usually I say it's going to be a bumpy ride. Anyhow, every Tuesday we try to have a Coffee and Crochet with Sara live video chat. It gives you the opportunity to comment along the way, and I love that. I do read all your comments. Sometimes I don't get a chance because I explained this last week. Sometimes I'm sitting on my bike writing, and I'm reading all the comments as I'm writing, and I can't really stop and add a long comment. So sometimes I don't get a chance to do that. But I do read all the comments, okay? Now we have a lot to do today, like I said, but before we get started, it's time to clink in. And I want you to see my brand new cup. Is that not the cutest thing? I love it. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to tell you all about my Dollar Tree adventure tomorrow. I decided not to put it in with this video because we already have a lot of things to talk about. And so for our this and that video that I usually do on Wednesday, we're going to do this and that at the Dollar Tree and tell you what I found. This morning when I took the dogs out at 6:30, it was 64 degrees. It was a little bit humid, but it was absolutely gorgeous. And it had just a little bit of it was a little more than a sprinkle, but not really a hard rain. It was absolutely gorgeous here. And those who don't know, I am living now in I live in what's considered the the trifecta, because I live in Yukon. Our school system is Mustang, but all of our electric and all of that is Oklahoma City. So I guess I'm in a little burb. I love living here because we're not in the city, but we're kind of out, and I love that. I love that the city's close, but I'm not right in the city. So, and I love living here. We moved down here from Parker, Colorado. It's been 2 years now. We spent the first 6 months in a rental while our house was being built. And so we've been in this house. This will be our second summer. Or our second fall. Sorry, I said that backwards. And so I'm really super duper excited about that. Okay, now, I want to remember last week I told you about the chicken, how I was driving along and a truck came up next to me, and a little child, I don't know if it was a little boy or girl, they were sitting in a car seat holding this big fat chicken, and it was adorable. It was black and white and really pretty. And then they went in front of me and pulled into Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I thought it was hilarious. Well, Friday, my husband went down to Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, it's outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, to Pahrump, which is where his sister lived with her husband and daughters. And his sister, I told y'all, she passed away from cancer. And he went down there to be in the funeral and see all the friends and everything. I'm still unable to fly. That's the only reason I didn't go with him. I can't sit that long for a period of time in an airplane. Anywho, Friday evening, I decided, since my husband was out of town, to have all the kids over, or the grandkids, and my grandson was working, and so I just had the two girls and the two daughter-in-law and daughter, and Shelby, my daughter's husband, he came to pick up Elizabeth, because she wasn't spending the night, my daughter. I wasn't spending the night, so he came by and we were talking. I was telling him about the chicken. Long story short, he told me that people had been spotting that chicken. They said they spotted it at CVS Pharmacy. They spotted it at Walmart. And finally, someone just picked it up and took it. So they don't know whose it is. And he thought it was hilarious that I saw that same chicken, because I explained it to him. And he showed me a picture on Facebook that he had taken a picture of, because he's a police officer and he had been called. I don't know why he'd been called about a chicken. We live in a small town area, okay? But they were worried about the chicken getting hit by a car and stuff. And he showed me, and I'm like, that's the same chicken. I think that is so funny. Only in Oklahoma. It was just so much fun. I just had to share that with you. Okay, now I know a lot of you probably noticed I didn't do a video yesterday. My husband and I decided to take a mental health day for Labor Day because he got back late Sunday night, exhausted, emotionally exhausted. And there's a lot, you know, with his father passing away and then his sister and then my health issues, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about all that. But anyway, we just decided just to spend the day together yesterday, and it was so much fun. We worked out in the garden together, getting it all spiffy, and the cooler weather, I'm starting to get flowers again. I've got a lot more tomatoes. My zucchinis have just perked up, and I've got the big yellow flowers again. So maybe, I said I wasn't going to do another video of my garden, but maybe I will, because we also went out and pruned all the trees, and we replanted our raspberry and blackberry bushes and put some rocks around them and to keep the grass out and stuff like that. And it looks so pretty. So I'm going to have to show you a picture of that. Or maybe even take a short video, because I know a lot of you have been asking me about the garden. And I'm learning again how to garden in Oklahoma. I mean, I'm originally from Tulsa. I grew up in Tulsa. And then after my husband got out of the Air Force, we went back to Tulsa, raised our kids there, you know, and then moved to Colorado. But anyway, yeah, I may have to do that. But after we went to after we did all the gardening and stuff, we showered and went out, and I needed some light bulbs and some different things, and we went to Lowe's, and I said, well, let's just run over to Goodwill, and then we ran over to Dollar Tree. I'm trying to think of where else we went. We went a couple places, but I told them, I said, I've been seeing online about some of the premier yarn at Dollar Tree, and then I also had some other things I wanted to look for. And so I'm going to tell you all about that on tomorrow's video, okay, about what I found at the Dollar Tree. And I was very excited about it. You've probably already heard about the yarn there and stuff. And so, but anyway, I'm going to tell you all about that tomorrow. And then I'm planning on doing an extra video later in the week, because I normally do one on Monday, and then I don't normally do one on Thursday. So I may go ahead and do what I was going to do on Monday on Thursday, because it's a smaller video because it was Labor Day, but we just decided not to. And I really encourage you, if we were emotionally overloaded, emotionally and physically drained, and sometimes it does good just to stop and relax. I'm the kind of person that when I'm super stressed, I just barrel on through, and sometimes we need to just relax, you know, and take some me time. It was so nice. We ended up coming back. We made some bratwurst and had a little, you know, late lunch, and spent time with the dogs, and watched some movies and stuff in the evening. It was just a really nice day. And sometimes we just need to do that. Anyway, that's why I didn't have a video yesterday. I still have something planned for Friday Fun Day. One's coming out tomorrow, like I said, about our trip to Dollar Tree. And then also, if I have the time, I may go ahead and do Thursday what I did on Monday. If it doesn't pop up and you don't see it, don't panic. We may just have one less video this week, okay? Yes. Yes, I agree with that. She's short violin player. She says her me time is crocheting, and that's true for me as well. I'm the kind of person that when I sit, I can't not crochet. Like last night when we were watching movies, I was working on something. It's kind of funny. A friend of mine at church is having a lot of kidney issues, and she's been having to do dialysis and stuff like that. And Sunday morning, I was talking to her husband, asking how she's doing, and he saw that my Bible cover was purple. And he said, oh, she would love that. She loves purple. And a light bulb went up in my brain like, oh, I haven't made her a shawl. And I love making shawls. And I usually do the rectangle ones when I give them to people, because that way they can wrap them over their shoulders, or if they want to use it as a lap blanket, they can. And she loves purple. So I was going through my yarn right before we started, and then I realized, oh my goodness, it's 29 after, and so I had to run over. I put the yarn over there in the corner. I'm going to do some ombre with some speckle yarn. I think it's going to be really pretty, and it's all in lavenders and purples. So when I finish it, I'll show it to you before I give it to her. Or I might just take a picture of it, because I hope to get it done this week and give it to her on Sunday, or at least give it to her husband. Anyway, that's why I was like, whoo, out of breath when we first started the video. Okay, are y'all ready to know what the giveaway's all about? Okay, so Someone already asked, how do you get involved in the video? Or I'm sorry, not the video, the giveaway. You're already in the video. All right, so what happens is, I'm going to tell you what the giveaway is, but all the comments that have already commented, you're already entered in the video. Anyone who watched this later, your comment, you're entered in the video. You don't have to do anything other than just comment now or later. But you only need to comment one time if you're worried about you're not one who likes to comment. And if you don't know what to say, I want that giveaway. And then 2 weeks from today, it goes into a random generator. I just check to make sure the name hasn't won in the last year or so. And then you're the winner. And I will announce that in 2 weeks on our live video chat. Okay? All right, so let me tell you what we have. I'm going to give away another set of those crochet hooks. This set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 crochet hooks. I'm going to show you in just a second. And then the yarn was picked out. I had a box come in of donated yarn. And I told my grandgirls to pick something beautiful out for our giveaway that had kind of Halloween vibes. And let me show you what they picked out. There we go. Okay, so this is the yarn that they picked out. It is Isaac Mizraht craft yarn. It's by Premier. 166 yards per skein, and there are 3 of them. Isn't that beautiful? And it does kind of have Halloween vibes in it because it has the black and gray, but it's absolutely gorgeous. The name of this is called... That is so tiny I cannot hardly see it. Looks like it says Woolworth. But the combination of yarns in this is very different. I wrote them down because they're really tiny to see. All right. What it is it's 64% acrylic, 12% bamboo, 12% alpaca, and 12% wool. So when you make something with this, remember that you can't wash it in your wash machine. It needs to be washed by hand and laid flat to dry. But it is really gorgeous yarn. It has a little bit of a fuzz to it. I think this would make a beautiful hat and scarf set, or maybe a hooded scootie, which is a scarf with a hood. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And then here are the 12 crochet hooks. They are the boys style as far as the crochet hooks. And so you're going to get these 3 skeins of yarn and these 12 crochet hooks if you're the winner. Now, I do want to remind you, and I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me say this, never, ever, ever, and when I say never, ever, I mean it, never put your email address, your shipping address, your phone number, or any personal information on a live comment anywhere. Okay, and I'll tell you how to contact me again in 2 weeks, but if you need to contact me for any reason, you can go to the website underneath this video, hit the link, and it will take you to my webpage. Then you'll see a little square that says contact us. Hit that link or that tab, and it'll shoot me an email. Okay, once the name of the winner, once the winner has emailed me back that they received their thing, I delete the email. I don't do anything with it. Okay. The other way you can contact me is to go on Facebook to the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page, which the link is also underneath this video, and you can message me there as well. Don't message me to my personal page because I won't see it. I have it set up so that unless we are friends, I will not see your message through Facebook. Okay. So if you want to message me, you have to do it through the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page. All right, so those are our giveaways, and the one giveaway gets all of that, okay? That's our giveaways for September. All right, so I'm going to move these off here because I want to talk to you about something else that's very near and dear to my heart. I'm going to put those over there. Okay, they're in the box. All right, now, this is kind of a sensitive subject, and I want to tell you about this because I want to help encourage someone with this, okay? Excuse me. And I want to be super sensitive about this particular subject. I want to read you something, and then I'm going to tell you about it. First of all, I want to show you this pen, and I'm going to show it to you over here. And the reason that this pen is very important to me is because it's something that someone sells to donate to a scholarship. Okay? But let me read to you. This is very important. I want to read. This is off of this person's Etsy account. Okay? And I'm going to try to do this without crying, so just bear with me on this. It's very... Okay. Buddy Turner turns blanks to life on his lathe. That's the pieces of the acrylic here that he turns on a lathe to make the smoothness. By turning blanks into unique, one-of-a-kind pieces of art, Buddy has always loved tinkering with making pens as a hobby, but not necessarily as a business. SamJot Pens is named after Buddy's two children, Samantha and Jot. Unfortunately, on January 31st, 2024, the Turner family was changed forever. They lost their son, Jot. Jot had a servant's heart. He genuinely loved being around people, and in his spare time was a self-taught musician, playing guitar, writing songs, and playing in their garage band. Jot was 17 years old. Now, this is a young man that was in the marching band at Mustang High School, Oklahoma, who is a friend of my grandson. After Jot passed, the Turner family set up the Jot Turner Memorial Scholarship Fund. Funds are used to establish a scholarship endowment to assist Mustang High School with educational expenses and for suicide awareness prevention. When Buddy is in the shop turning pens, he is in a place where he can take his mind off what he has lost. I'm not going to read the rest of this, but September is Suicide Awareness Prevention Month. Okay? And what Buddy wants to do is get Jot's story out that bullying is never acceptable at any age, and this is what can happen. Okay? I do not know Jot or his family, but I know my grandson and my granddaughter, they go to Mustang High School, have been affected by this, and we've had a lot of really good talks about it, and it's made it aware how important it is to not bully and to love people where they're at and to accept people where they're at. This is why I wanted to show you this pen, and I'm going to show you his website. I have linked his Etsy shop, his Facebook page, and the scholarship information, so that if you would like to be a part of that and learn about it, you can. But I'm also going to show you some of the other pens that he makes, and so let me these are beautifully handcrafted too. He does it all himself. All right, so let me come over here to this page. This is his Etsy page, SamJot Pens. And I'm going to bring this up so you can see how beautiful they are. Okay. You can also go to the web page. There's a bunch on there. Now, some of these prices are from $19.95, to $34. It just depends on, because he buys all the parts, and then he buys the acrylic blocks and lathes them on his lathe, like you do with wood. You spin it. I also wanted to show you this over here. Here's all his pens. Here's some that are on sale, and they're beautiful ones. I think I'm going to order this yellow one because I love yellow. Okay, and then here it says Jot's Memorial Scholarship. Okay, and then all of these pens, when they're bought on this Etsy page, they all go to the Memorial Scholarship Fund. Okay. Now, my son-in-law, who is a police officer, this is very near and dear to their heart as well, because they, as parents, worked a lot with the band. They went with them when they went to away places. They know Jot's family. He has other siblings, and they know Buddy, the dad, and the mother, and everything, and they're very close to them. And so and how this came about is I noticed that September was Suicide Awareness Prevention Month. I think I might have said that backwards. Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And I noticed that my granddaughter had this beautiful pen. And I said, where did you get that pen? That is gorgeous. And she told me all about it. And then I asked her dad and her mom to give me the information. All he does is pens. He doesn't do any crochet hooks. I know I asked the same question. I also asked him if he could look for one that has like yarn balls on it or crochet hooks or something like that. And they are looking for something like that. My son-in-law actually is looking for it for him. But I just really want to encourage you, because suicide touches everybody across the whole world. And it hurts more than just the child. It hurts the whole family. This family's going to hurt the rest of their life. And a lot of us probably know other people who have gone through similar circumstances. And I'm hurting, and it's not even my child, and I'm hurting because my grandkids are hurting. And this happened a year ago, January. And so it's taken a while to get these things, because they're still healing. You'll heal the rest of your life. And it took a while to get these things going and everything. But let me read the last part of this. It says, when Buddy is in the shop turning pins, he is in a place where he can take his mind off what he lost. Buddy can get lost in his work while spending time with his son. With every pin that Buddy sells, when he isn't giving them away, he does give them away a lot. He donates over 50% of the proceeds to the scholarship, and the rest goes back into making more pins. Buddy's goal is for everyone in the world to have a SamJot Custom Pen, so that Jot's story and memory can be spread worldwide. If Jot's story helps even one family or individual, it has done its job. We need to save our kids and let them understand that they are loved. And also teach our kids not to bully. We've all probably been bullied when we were in high school, so we've been through some of that. And I'm sorry this is sad, and I'm not meaning to be sad, but I told my son-in-law, this is a police officer, I said, I'm going to talk about this today because September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And these pins are, when it comes to $25, $35, they're absolutely gorgeous. They're heavy. He also sells replacements and things like that. And I hope that you will order some, and that it will go, because this is an excellent cause and it's not a waste of money. They're quality handmade pins. Okay. All right. I love my grandson and my granddaughters so much, and I would do anything for them. And if I thought somebody was treating them badly, Grandmama Bear will come out, So, but anyway, let's move past this for now. But I have put the links if you want to read about it. This thing that I just read to you, I just copied it off of his Etsy shop. If you want to read it again and totally understand, the Facebook page is there. The link is there. There's a link to the scholarship page, and there's a link to the Etsy shop. So I hope you'll purchase a pin or two, because they're inexpensive, high quality pins, and they go to an excellent cause. All right, let's move along, okay? And yes, I'm a crybaby when it comes to my grandkids and people that they know. I'm a crybaby. All right, so I want to show you what we did last week. Now, we did do a video last week. I called it, Are You a Cool Crocheter Like Me? And it had to do with, do you have a bunch of stuff unfinished, and does that make you cool? Because that saying that says, People who start crochet projects and never finish them are way cooler than people who never start them. And so I'm way cool. So, and that's, you know, okay. I still want to leak. Okay, so that video was out last week, and it's really interesting and it's fun. And I wanted to do something kind of lighthearted, you know, and fun and kind of silly, you know, because we all end up unfinishing projects or with unfinished projects. Okay, and so I thought that was kind of fun, and it's kind of fun to know where you're at on that, you know. All right, so the other thing we did was the fall leaf pot holder. And I'm going to lay this out here. I'm going to move my pumpkins. I'm going to lay this out here. And then we'll go back to this other camera. Okay, so this is the fall leaf hot pad. And this one is also, but this one is only 1 layer thick. You could use it for decoration or a washcloth or, you know, a small placemat, you know, or something like that. It's just 1 layer thick. Hang it up. You know, it's super pretty. This one we did in the same yarn that we made the fall leaf. Let me move that so you can see the fall leaf shape in there of our tea towel. And we made it in the same so that they would match. And this one is 2 thicknesses. So it's nice and thick and you can actually use it. And one thing to remember about cotton yarns is this is really soft. I love this cotton. I think the name of it was Fall Harvest and it's print. I went back to get some more and I found another one that I like also. I'll show you those next time, not this time. But I love this particular yarn because it is super soft and it just crochets up so nicely. Okay, so if you throw these in the wash, you can throw them in with your towels, add a little white vinegar. It'll help the colors stay, and a tablespoon or teaspoon, depending on the size of your load. And so, yeah, Heidi, come visit me. I'm up for coffee anytime. Just let me know you're in the area. I don't go on highways though, so you'll have to come to me. Anyway, if you wash these, the one thing about that happens with the cotton is it does sort of puff up and get a little bit thicker. And that's what causes it to be so absorbent. And that's why I love to make towels, hot pads, and washcloths in cotton. But one of the things that people ask all the time is, can I make it in acrylic? You can use wool. Wool is really good if it's 100% wool for making hot pads and towels and things. But the thing about wool is you need to keep in mind that it will felt. So if you're going to make a towel or a hot pad out of wool, make it bigger so it can felt down, you know. But I never ever really recommend making a hot pad out of acrylic unless it's going to be a decoration. This one is cotton, but it is a decoration, and I might lay it out, put a basket of fruit or a bread basket on it, but or maybe napkin holder on it. But I'm not going to use it to put anything hot or on it because acrylic melts. And the thing about that is it can burn your hand and it can also burn your surface. Okay, so unless it's going to be decoration, I really recommend you use 100% cotton or a cotton blend. And I really like cotton blends because there's just a little bit of acrylic in there or poly in there, and that will give it a little bit of a sheen and durability. But cotton in my heart is the best. Cotton is the best when it comes to making hot pads, towels, washcloths. I really, really, really recommend cotton. Now, washcloth, you can, if you're one that likes acrylic washcloths, that's fine. And a lot of times in the past, I have made the acrylic washcloths so that I could use them for cleaning. They're really great at cleaning bathtubs and stuff like that because they're a little bit scratchy. Okay. I really appreciate what y'all are saying about Jot. We just until we have been hit by it, we just don't think about it. We don't. And so I'm glad that you all are commenting and thinking about that. Do pray for that family and pray for all the kids at Mustang, because you know it hits them hard. It does. It hits them hard. So anyway, I did notice there were a lot of people from Texas here today. And I'm sorry about our highway. I'm telling you, Oklahoma City is in a constant state of construction. They really, really are. We used to laugh. I used to live in Tulsa. My daughter went to college up here, and she went to Heartland Baptist Bible College. She was a music major. And we would drive that trek from Tulsa to Oklahoma City over and over again. And we used to laugh. What part of the what part of the highway interstate is going to be under construction this time? You know, we drove it, you know, like once a month for 4 years, you know. So anyway, we do drive it often now just to go back and visit my sister Gina and our friends back there, family stuff. So, but I'll tell you, it was so funny because it's true, you know. All right. So now another thing that's coming is I have one more set to go with this set of the washcloth and the hot pad. And that is I'm making a coaster that looks similar to this leaf here. But it's going to be, of course, a lot smaller. And it's going to be super cute. And I'm using this same yarn. But I'm also doing it in a couple other colors. And one of the tests came in. I believe they did it in a rust. It's sitting out there by my computer. And it's really pretty. So, I think you'll like that. It'd be nice to have that little coaster. You know, I'm all big about when we have people over, I want to send them home with something. And so I like to make a lot of different coasters and different styles and things to go with the different holidays, you know. And so if you have somebody over and you want to send them home with something, make a whole bunch of coasters in different colors, give everybody a different coaster. That way, if all the glasses look alike, they'll know which one's theirs, you know. And then just tell them, I'll take it home. And then every time they use it at home, they'll remember what a fabulous time they had at your party. So anyway. Okay, so I'm going to look through here and see if I got everything in here. I think I did. All right, so I'm going to let you go on that. It is right after 11. So, but just a reminder, go down to my links underneath here and go check out that page. The Facebook page is there. The scholarship link is there, and the Etsy shop is there. Please purchase some pens and help raise money, awareness, and money towards the scholarship. Okay, and then also, don't forget to get in on the giveaway. My brain just went, what? Normally I leave it sitting out where I can see it. So all right, don't forget to comment if you haven't commented so you can get in on the giveaway, and I'll announce that giveaway in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today on our live video, I will announce who the winner is, and again, I'll remind you how to contact me. All right, so that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you next time.